Their second longest winners run in league competition in their history.
We're breaking records. It's just really good to see
As
it.
soon as you lot get on that pitch, just let us down. And it's really hard to keep getting behind a team that constantly lets you down.
Why Xavi Simons did not start that game, it makes no sense to me.
But then he came on and he didn't really offer much. So
You come on into a football game 50, 60 minutes in when you're 2-0 down in a relegation.
that's still enough to, get on the ball and do something.
He's looked woeful in the Premier League.
This is where the inside Spurs loving comes to an end. It's me versus them now.
What have you seen from Xavi Simons in the Premier League?
Were you telling me that you're going to treat Nottingham Forest with more respect than Atletico?
No, but that's not the question. That's not the question I'm asking you.
We aren't daring of doing. He's right. Jason Cundy to dare is to poo at the moment.
A centre-back for Argentina who is world-class, and you have a defender at Tottenham Hotspur who is so bang average.
You might as well not score the goal against Newcastle when you got sent off and you missed 7 games.
We're so past the point.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Bob the builder.
Put Rodri in there, it's not going to change anything, is it?
We had 12 cup finals, we now have 7. Time is running out.
Hello and welcome to Inside Spurs, talkSPORT's dedicated Spurs show where we talk all things Tottenham Hotspur. This show is sponsored by BetMGM. Download the app or visit betmgm.co.uk. 18+, gambleaware.org. Please gamble responsibly. My name's Majestic, and as always, I'm joined by Sonny Snelling from Sonny Talk Spurs and fellow Spurs fan, sufferer and content creator, Abbi Summers. Now, just to let you know, we're recording this on Monday afternoon, and as far as we know at the time of recording, Igor Tuda is still with the club. However, our thoughts, of course, are with him and his family following the reports of his father's death. Likewise, our thoughts are also with talkSPORT legend, one of the best in the game, and Spurs fan Danny Kelly, who last week opened up about undergoing cancer treatment. We really do wish you all the best, Danny. You're the best in the game, and we're with you all the way. Now, though, it's time to dissect the performance we saw yesterday against Nottingham Forest. I'd say it'd be on a lighter note, but no, it's not. Guys, good to see you. I was away last week. I managed to dodge that bullet of last week. It was a bit better because we got...
It was actually quite a fun
We
show,
had a nice show last week.
I know, I come back, the doom and gloom. Only I could bring rain to the Caribbean.
Of course.
So I bring rain to the
cursed, mate, that's
Spurs
what it is,
Inside
isn't it?
Spurs studio. First and foremost, did you guys go yesterday?
No, I was here. I was in talkSPORT
You
Goals.
on talks we used in goals, didn't you?
I'm just not going.
Just not
I just
going.
can't.
Oh, you actually actively
just
chose not to go
I just
yesterday.
can't deal with the emotions.
Fake fan.
anymore. Yeah, but yeah,
Call him
I
out.
just can't deal with the emotions live anymore. We've gone through so much as fans this season. It's just.
I was very fortunate enough to be given a box yesterday. So I was with some friends and family.
Gosh.
The food, fantastic. The service, unbelievable. The football, absolutely dreadful.
The football always ruins a day at the
ruins the day
football.
out.
Always
Literally
ruins the day
always.
out.
It ruins the day out from the world's greatest entertainment centre.
It's so true. I always think to myself, it's a lovely afternoon, it's a lovely evening, ruined by 90 minutes.
Well, Tottenham haven't won any of their last 13 league matches, drawn 5, lost 8, equaling their second longest winners run in league competition in their history.
Love that.
We're breaking records. It's just really good to see, isn't it? This
Oh,
time
we're
of year?
smashing through them.
They've only gone.
Smash through the
They've only
records.
had one longer run. Do you want to hear this? Before
Yeah.
going 16 without a victory, and that was in 1934 to 1935.
Pre-war. Pre-war.
Pre-WW2.
Yeah. I mean, we're probably going to smash that record, aren't we? The way things are going.
But it started off brightly.
Yeah.
We can't. I thought the first half we had 8 corners in the first half.
Yeah.
We were all right first half. We were okay. Like, it wasn't, again, by our standards.
It was. We dominated, but we didn't do anything with it, did we? Like I think we didn't really have a shot on target. I think there was one shot on target in the first half.
Well, Mercedes tells unbelievable save
Yeah.
for themselves.
Yeah.
So there's that. But apart from that, you can just see I think the occasion might have got to some of the players because obviously beforehand we did our part, or the fans at the stadium did their part with greeting the bus, the flares, the atmosphere, the singing. So you can't take that. The fans have really represented the football club really well there. But the players, you could tell, I think it was a bit cagey, some early strong tackles, and you think, here we go. But just the goal was never coming, was it? It just took. I knew when I was watching at home, when they were lining up for that corner, I thought, after having 8, this one's the one that's going to go in.
Literally,
You can read the
was it a
script.
second corner or first corner?
Second, because Vicario Vicario tipping over the
Should
bar.
just let it go.
Yeah.
Like,
Let it
should just
go.
let it
I mean, performative goalkeeper.
I mean, look, it was a better first half, but as soon as that goal goes in, their heads drop, and we know they've got no bottle about them. They've got no they've just got the softest underbelly. And I think that the way that the fans obviously showed up and showed out yesterday, like massive credit to them, and for everyone that organised it, like good on you. We can only do our part as fans, which is to get behind the team and show that support. And even though we all feel what we feel about the board and the team and the players, etc., like We're there to be like, we can't get on the pitch. We can't affect this in any way. So we're going to do what we can off the pitch to make sure that you feel loved and supported and adored and whatever. And it's like, as soon as you lot get on that pitch, you just let us down. And it's really hard to keep getting behind a team that constantly lets you down.
But I felt like I was let down from the starting lineup for me personally.
Yeah, I feel like I don't necessarily agree with you on this though.
Yeah, but we're going to get into individual players in a moment's time. But I just feel like you're playing Nottingham Forest at home. We always talk about paying, even Thomas Frank, we talked about paying people too much respect at home and going, okay, we're going to sit in, we're going to ride the storm, and then hopefully we know, and I thought Tell actually did all right in the first half, but we know he's not the outlet. He's got
no end product.
No,
he's got pillow feet, and I think he's got he's got an eye for goal in the sense of he knows what positions to get in, but his ball striking is just so tame, and he just doesn't get his head up. I
wouldn't say about the ball striking because his shot on goal was unbelievable. My problem with Tell is the reluctancy to take the person on, right? And we've had that all season. Now, I don't know if you guys watched the Carabao Cup final later on that day and you're watching Semenyo, Doku and Cherki, right? Literally, the first one they do, I've got the ball, I'm going to go past you.
But that's a level of player.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like we know that that's not there.
But we should never have signed him in the first place.
Yeah, but they're here and they're now, so you have to work with what's there. You look at that starting 11, where's the ball-carrying midfield player?
Archie Gray.
Archie, again, I think is the only one that can actually
He
leaves with his head held high
first half,
always.
and then again, in the second half, changes him out the position where he was excelling in.
I think Sar, for me, is meant to be the one that's the ball carrier. Sar's been terrible.
But people tell him, but Sar's in there for the legs. What legs? What does he do?
Well, he's meant to be in there for the legs, but he hasn't been able to provide that.
When has he done that? I have not seen Sar do that since the start of Ange. He started playing really well under Ange.
I think there's been moments, but again, you can't say anyone this season. There's been no moments for anyone. The only one that genuinely has is Archie Gray. That's it.
And that's in the last few games,
Yeah.
I think
since the turn of the year, even though there's been no wins to go with it, he has been on fire.
You know what? You have to put that into context. The fact he's only 19 and he's in an absolute storm.
He's only just starting to play in his actual position as well over the last 2 years.
He's definitely someone that I'm looking at. I'm like, no, he's one for the future of the club. But I still just think, looking at that game, from the momentum that we had against Atletico Madrid, I don't care. In any form of football, you go with the momentum. The next game, you try and keep as much of that team together. That was a huge win for us against Atletico Madrid. I know they were, there's already 5-2 up, whatever else. But to play and win, and to get that win, keep the European record at home this season, because at the end of the day, we're unbeaten in Europe this season at home. I know it was on aggregate we lost, but I don't understand, let's go into it now, is why Xavi Simons does not start that game. It makes no sense to me.
But then he came on and he didn't really offer much. So
you come on into a football game 50, 60 minutes in when you're 2-0 down in a relegation.
That's still enough to get on the ball and do something. Yeah,
listen,
for the level of player that probably he thinks he is. I guess with this game, we knew that Forest midfield, you've got Elliot Anderson in there, Morgan Gibbs-White. I can understand maybe why Tuda set up in that fashion. My change would have been Rando Kolomoani. You took like more of a, I think, because I watched Solanke and dovetail with Richarlison, and I don't think them two work as a combination. It does seem a bit like sluggish. So I would have gone with all three strikers just to get a bit more.
I can actually see that. I can see your point on that, but I don't agree with you on Xavi Simons. Xavi Simons in Europe is a completely different entity to Xavi Simons in the Premier League. One game against Brentford, Xavi Simons has been a passenger every single time he's played. Now, I understand what you're saying. He was good the other night, but how he has been and the time and space he gets in Europe, he's looked like a player in Europe. He's looked woeful in the Premier League.
This is where the inside Spurs loving comes to an end. Me versus them now.
I see
that's why I asked
point.
you two yesterday.
I see your point.
How much ball have you lot played? You play ball?
Not at a good level.
No, it doesn't matter whatever level. You kick ball, right?
I'm a no-nonsense defender.
No-nonsense defender, right. Whatever level you play football at, doesn't matter if it's in the park on a Saturday or Power League on a Wednesday with your friends, momentum is a thing in football, right? Like, as we say, we've got used to losing, right?
Of course.
That young man who is clearly a good football player, and any ex-pro will tell you he's got something about him. Everyone looks and goes, he's got something about him. Yes, it's hard in the Premier League, and he's against a big midfield there. We had no other outlet.
But you couldn't play him in the midfield too, though. If it was him and Gray, I feel like we would have...
Oh my God, you absolutely
And also, you couldn't play him on the wing because he would just got lost in there.
Football's not played on paper, it's played on the field, And once he gets a bit of freedom in front of him to drive into those spaces, which were there yesterday, And also trying to rely on, against someone like Nottingham Forest, to lump balls into the box, Come
Yeah,
on.
against Forest.
That
We're
was
not that
stupid,
corner thing's not going to work against Forest. They've got beasts. They've got beasts.
Look, I see your point. I understand fans that are on the same page as you, and I understand people that are on the same page as you and I as well. I think you could give it a go, and then we might be sitting here being like,
but that's what I'm saying.
Why did we do
you
that?
You give it a go. We had to win that game. We lost 3-0.
But you know, you're also saying about, keeping the consistency. But at the same time, he had to make changes on Wednesday because Danso came out the side. We had no Richarlison, we had no Solanke on Wednesday.
But the consistency of, you've got the draw against Liverpool. You then get the win against Atletico Madrid. Undoubtedly, one of the most talented players in that football squad is Xavi Simons. That's factual, yeah? There's a reason why. Well, who, in terms of what, footballing ability?
Yeah,
no, on footballing ability, he is. But in terms of what we've actually seen, in terms of output since he's been there, and mentality, and he gets bodied off the ball so easily.
What did I see on Wednesday? I saw a man in the Champions League against Atletico Madrid score an absolute worldie and then score a penalty.
Off the pedal though with that.
I don't think it's Atletico Madrid, not Nottingham Forest. It's still Atletico Madrid.
I just think it's a different competition. Look, we managed to finish 4th in the Champions League.
We even gave PSG a go this year.
It's a different entity.
Because we're playing against teams that obviously allow you to play a bit more, but you've got to dictate the pace at home. The moment you don't dictate the pace at home...
I don't trust him to dictate the pace. I take, Archie Gray is the person dictating the pace.
This is why we're in the problem that we're in, because we aren't daring or doing. He's right, Jason Cundy, to dare is to poo at the moment. We're not daring and we're not doing.
I don't think you can trust Xavi Simons. Personally, I don't have any trust in him when I've seen him literally get out-muscled, bodied off the ball so many times and has not put in, bar one performance against Brentford, I've not seen him put in one good performance or really do anything the whole season. I don't think in a game of that magnitude, I wouldn't have trusted him to do it.
So even on the way to the train station, I was having this same argument about Xavi Simons. And like you said, the way the team was set up, I'm with you in terms of having Richarlison and Solanke starting, etc. But they performed poorly, so it's on them. That's on them. Yeah. But I still think at times yesterday that shape was all over the place. I'm sure there was a moment in that game where I saw Jed Spence at right centre-back, Mickey Vanderven at left wing-back.
Oh, yeah.
Was it a 4-4-2? Was it a flat 5? Was it 3? I don't honestly know
was it 3 at the
what
back?
Yesterday was.
I don't think we know. I thought at one point we went 4-4-2. I think that's
what it was apparently supposed to be.
But at some point...
I was having this with Pards yesterday. Apparently, Mickey Vanderven was the left back, Tell was the left wing.
Yeah.
Jed Spence was the right back, and Porro was the right wing.
Yeah. That's what I think it was.
But they never moved forward.
No.
So this is, for me, I need to find out, are they instructed not to do that? Because there was no run for the overlap.
Yeah, none.
Are they instructed by Tuda, don't go, don't leave your position? Because every single time we're screaming on the sidelines, there's the space, run into the space.
That is his football. He likes you to, it's a bit total football. He likes people to fill in and move around. But it's just, I don't know if the players have not got confidence to do this. I don't know if he doesn't trust the players. Because I still think it's a bit of bothery. There is a mixture of, I don't think these players are confident playing any system at the moment. And Tuda being a bit risk. I don't think Tuda's playing the style of football he's famous for either. It's a bit more dynamic than we are seeing. It is just a bit...
Ladies and gentlemen, the world famous Tudor style of football, of course.
Honestly...
What's the Tudor style of football?
The only Tudor style of football I could tell you I've seen is players playing in the wrong position, going from a back 3 to a back 4 and making a tactical change by taking Vanderven and Spence off, which actually made us look even worse. Substitutions coming on that also made us worse. Yeah. So I couldn't tell you anything other than just doing square pegs and round holes and playing a back 3.
Listen, we know our feelings and thoughts on the management at Spurs. There's no point going over it, especially today. But let's have a look at the players. Let's start with the players because they have to take responsibility. Because at some point, they're going to need to dig in and do their job. Because I tell you what, I watched 11 Nottingham Forest players give their all for their club, that they won a penalty shootout in Denmark late Thursday night, come to our ground and embarrassed us.
Let me ask you both something. Do you not think after yesterday, the rallying from the Spurs fans yesterday, getting behind them, and then they put out performance like that, do you honestly think you're going to see anything better in the next 7 games?
My only hope is just knowing their ability. We know their ability.
I've forgotten their ability. It's that far gone.
I think they've forgotten their ability by this over-coaching that we've seen. Like you said, Tudor likes to go in between the lines and out there and here and there. And this one, Harry Redknapp style, back in the day we said, we'll score more goals than they'll score. And it was very simple.
But you talk about over-coaching. They don't know, they haven't got an idea.
Yeah, they don't know how to thread a couple of passes together. Yeah.
No, because
they can do with some over-coaching.
They literally can't
string all these systems and formations that they're changing here, and you can't go there and then...
But at one point they're 4-4-2. It ain't rocket science, man.
Yeah, but again... Is it 4-4-2? Is it a back 5? I don't know. If we're watching...
all it is in and out possession. There's nothing too much to think about it. I just think you saw it yesterday with City and Arsenal. City went, right, we're going to stop. All we're going to do is drop from here to here, and it worked. Sometimes there's people overanalyze tactics and systems, and when you actually take it back, it's more simple than ever.
Well, City have got the ability to have a go at someone, and they went. Right,
they weren't having a go. They sat back. They literally were like, right, you have the ball, and we'll just.
Well, not in the second half.
They won the game in the second half by going at them.
Yeah.
Right? And Spurs have the ability to do that moving forward. Yeah, the players maybe not good enough. And this is why, for me, Xavi Simons is important. But we'll come back to him in our list of players because we've got to start with Vicario, who did actually make a couple of cracking saves at some points. But could it be his last game in the Spurs shirt because he's going through surgery now? The third goal, I know it doesn't mean anything. You're 2-0 down. It doesn't really matter. Was it the second goal or was it the third goal? It was the second goal. It does matter.
Yeah.
Could he do better?
Yes.
With Morgan Gibbs-White goal,
He could always do better.
Yeah.
Even his passing out from the back is just absolutely woeful and divering. And I just think that this season's highlighted how bad some of these ball-playing goalkeepers are.
You know what's similar? He's going for an operation. We genuinely wish the fella well because I'm sure Vicario's a lovely guy.
I don't think any of us wish anyone bad in terms of outside of football.
But you know what? We know we've talked about him enough on here. We know what our thoughts are.
Yeah.
It's just it's not good enough. No. If we are... And again, yesterday's goals, I'll be interested to see the stats because the stat the other week was 68% of goals have come from a goalkeeping error for Spurs this season in the Premier League. 68% was the stat.
That was the stat?
Apparently so. Yeah. I can't confirm it, but that stat is what I was seeing going around.
68%?
I cannot confirm that stat, but I'm sure a lot of you out there might have seen that same...
Someone in the comments go and do a check on that.
Do the check.
I could imagine it might be XG against is
So anyway,
he should be saving more of the shots that he's facing.
So, but goals have come from his errors. For example, you look at that whole situation against Fulham, for example,
or kicking it out
and things like that. Yeah, or come from a corner that perhaps he should have gone. The Man United thing when he got bullied on the line there. Anyway, so we know it's not good enough. Let's move on from here. Now, Spence got hooked at half time. He had a really good end to the season, didn't he, under Ange, when he came into the squad?
I like Spence.
But have we seen that level of performance from him this season?
No, but I wouldn't just single him out.
No.
I think he got above his parapet with the whole penitentiary stuff because it was he did he had a couple of good individual performances. I always remember I was there the day of the Liverpool Carabao Cup first leg semi-final. He really good against Salah. And that was when Salah was, in much better
Salah
form.
one of the best seasons of his life.
But now it just seems like there was one moment this season where he literally thinks the ball's going out of play and he's turning around and jogging really slowly, thinking it's going for a throw. And then the attacker is going for it.
Yeah.
And it's those moments where he slightly switches off or, a lot of them just don't want to put a foot in. I don't know if they're worried about getting injured. We were literally talking about him being a left-back option for England at some point this season. He's in the squad as well. Yeah. But I think on the left he is just... he keeps playing these balls up the line outside the foot. He's not comfortable.
Thing is, you have to remember with Jed, he was completely out of it. I have to give him credit for the way he's come back into it over the last 2 years, And I think that... I don't think Jed's bad, personally. I also think we have to forget he has literally played out of position the entire time.
But I almost think he's better on the left. When he's gone to right, I think...
True, actually, he has been better on the left than the right, but we haven't actually seen him
his tenure at
play
Spurs,
most of the time.
His tenure at Spurs, he's been better on the left.
Fair, but we haven't really seen him play on the right.
Not on the right, no. Not for a long period of time.
No, hardly. The odd game here or there.
Establish a relationship with Kudus, for example.
Yeah.
Him and Kudus had a relationship.
I think it's hard. I
think he's
harsh.
better than Porro, for example.
Well, defensively, I think he's better than Porro.
Yeah.
What I would say on the penitentiary thing, I have no issue with footballers having a personality. Obviously, the penitentiary has let everyone's in the...
There's personality and then there's sometimes just keep calm.
But obviously, when things are going well, everyone's on the bandwagon, Jed's locked up this one, blah, 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 that is just, that's life. Life comes at you fast.
Yeah, and, people keep receipts for everything, don't they?
Of course
it is what it is. Like you said, it's the modern day world.
The modern day world we live in.
You've got to have something about it. I'd rather have something about him that gives me the flair to see him take someone on and do something, because that's the Jed that's really good.
Yeah.
Who, when he's confident, he'll take someone on.
I think we've got to think this is probably a player who is more likely to stay than some of the others next year. So,
I can't see Jed going anywhere.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about Vanderven. Obviously, he started. We come off at half time. It was like he took a collision with an advertising board. The irony of it all, right?
Nothing was you an injury, weren't we? So.
Yeah. The entertainment system is now hurting our players.
The advertising board's injured and be out for the rest of the season.
Apparently he didn't come off because of the injury. Apparently he came off for a system change.
But this is what we're seeing here, apparently. But he come out and has been speaking a lot this week about it's unhelpful hearing about these rumours that people don't want to be here, etc. You know, I think this season, because Vanderven was brilliant, wasn't he? We know how good he has been. Still a great player. But I think that's someone where it's gone to his head a little bit.
He started the game quite sluggish, I thought, because this is a player who, when he gets in that left channel, as a centre-back, he wants to drive with it. But he looked like he didn't want to take on a man, did he?
But again, this is why I'm asking, is it given from the gaffer where your positions are and how far you can go? Is it a licence to run? Is it a licence not to?
He was trying to get forward at times in that
He was, but then, like you said, rather than normally run that channel,
there's no overlaps,
he passed the ball.
Again, that's
almost like
what you've been doing a week in training.
Almost like the idea of the game plan was like, don't do that. Keep the possession. Keep frustrating the other team. He's come out and said a lot, obviously, about what's been said with apparently people saying they're leaving and that. And he's just said, you know, we need us on board. We were there for all the players this weekend, brilliantly. The Spurs fans were phenomenal.
Yeah.
You know, even the fans who probably comment on us and these idiots and who are not real fans, even those fans showed up and was like, you know, we were together. Don't matter where you are right now in the Spurs spectrum and how you feel.
And I think we're all pulling in the same direction for one time like last week, weren't we?
We've got nothing left. Like we're all
Right,
trying. Like I feel like Ian Beale. I have got.
I think the problem is we
went
up like that and then we've gone even further down than we were.
It's like we all
full scorn.
Yeah.
I said this last week. I got pressed so much, right, about the results last week. And I said, I personally don't want to say that we've turned a corner after Liverpool. I don't want to say we've turned a corner after Atletico. I will tell you whether or not I think we've turned a corner after Sunday, because I didn't want it to be a full storm. Yeah. And they've proved it was a full storm.
It shouldn't have been a full storm. It should have been the kick-on that confirmed.
Full storm.
To go through more of the players, Romero...
horrendous for that second goal. For the second goal, he is literally just standing there and he should be picking up more and Gibbs White, and he just does.
Also, the space. That was the third goal. Was that second goal? The space.
Yeah, that's what it was like 7
They're not even. They're all hovering.
You could actually fit the Titanic in between them both. The space that was left was actually a disgrace. And then, you know, I know things can get lost in translation. English obviously isn't his first language, but the post-match interview where he's like, you know, now we just got to. Like whatever it was, you know, what's important is go to international duty or whatever. It's like, you just don't help yourself.
Yeah, because he loves it, doesn't he?
It's amazing to me how you can have a centre-back for Argentina who is world-class level, and you have a defender at Tottenham Hotspur who is so bang average, but has the ability to sit there and think he's better than the football club. I really don't like Romero. I'm sorry, I really don't. I've got no interest. I think he is a terrible club captain. He should never be given the armband.
One of the worst captains we've had? I saw some tweets saying that.
Well, look, he's going to take us down. So yeah, he is. He should never have been the captain.
I think sometimes the language barrier could definitely be a thing.
Application.
Yeah, but you know, like last year in that final against Man United, he was superb. Sometimes the big games he does turn up. He is a top quality defender, but he's got some traits in him that can really affect his game, that affect us.
Club captains, right, should lead by example.
100%.
Okay? We've had Ledley King, who is, you know, obviously the best thing since sliced bread for us, okay, and should have had an even better career than he did.
Don't forget, if you like Ledley King, check out Adam Summers and Ledley King on YouTube, talking about East London.
Thank you for the plug. Yeah, Ledley, or, you know, we had Lloris, who I think even some of us question Lloris as a captain, but he was
even like Yunus Kabul. I feel like Yunus Kabul.
But yeah, he was the ultimate professional for that. But, you know, Sonny, we forget Harry Kane wasn't even our captain.
Mikey Dawson as well.
Michael Dawson.
Proper club.
You know, Yunus Kabul, I feel like had moments
people that loved and understood the football club. And for me, I just look at Romero and I think...
Okay, I'm going to put this to you.
No.
How frustrated are you with Spurs right now?
Oh, you don't even want to know. It comes out as rage, right? But it's like, I just want to cry. Like, that's what it is.
Oh, we don't need that.
No, I'm not crying. I'm not crying anymore. They don't deserve my tears.
But
it's true.
But what if you are a World Cup winning defender for Argentina who plays with Lionel Messi, right? Who Messi described as like one of the best defenders he's played against.
Yeah, gaslighting, that is.
And you've got to come into this nonsense back at Spurs.
I would say, firstly, as a club captain, can you stop turning up late?
Yeah, set the examples, isn't it?
Is he late?
Yeah.
Constantly.
Come on.
Set the standard.
Yeah, no. But again, when you allow things like that to happen in any football club at any level, grassroots level, you set a precedent.
But do you think
if you want better for this football club, if you want it to be able to compete and challenge and whatever, and you now have the captain's armband, which is a huge privilege, why don't you start and set the tone? Start the change.
Because do you think it's our our fault though, because he wanted to leave last summer, didn't he? He was really pushing for a move.
He took a pay rise and took the captaincy.
But that's what I mean.
He
Like,
gone.
why did we give him that?
Because
we shouldn't have kept it.
Because
if he wanted to go, he could have pushed through a move, right? We said you can have the armband, you can have a wage thing, and he said, all right, no problem.
I mean, that's sometimes when we.
So he's not being held to ransom here. None of them.
Because I guess you could flip it. Lots of people moan about Bruno Fernandes at Manchester United and be like, oh, but he moans. But every week he will turn up and get an assist or a goal or turn the tide of a game. Yeah. Whereas Romero's not even doing that now. He's like, just like
you're talking like he's not turned out all this season. And even Vanderven has scored the majority of our goals.
But
that just tells you how bad the football team is, isn't it?
But
he's also missed 7 games.
He did. For me, you might as well not score the goal against Newcastle when you got sent off and you missed 7 games.
Yeah.
To me, it's pointless.
He's missed 7 games.
That side of things is just so woeful from him. But he is a quality.
I feel like our fan base makes so many excuses for Romero. I don't get it. Why? Because he likes to go in and he's got a bit of passion and flies into challenges.
Because he's
and then gets himself sent off.
I lost my head last season when we lost 4-2 to Wolves and he went straight down the tunnel, didn't even clap the fans. To me, that was when me and his relationship went, zoop. Like, if you're not willing to even give the fans a scintilla of respect, then you shouldn't even be here. This is the levels we're talking about now. Like, these players now, and you've got the whole list here, there's not one that I'd... if I was 5 years old and I wanted a Spurs shirt, do I want any of them on the back? No. Maybe Archie Gray, but even like him, it's like, I just feel like I could see him going back to Leeds or something, or go back and look for pastures new. Like, he shouldn't be here. He's ruining his own career. Like, I feel guilty that we're part of that.
Stop feeling guilty.
No, I will.
Sonny,
For him, I will.
Actually will.
For him, I will.
I will.
For him, I will.
Bart Simpson.
For him, I will.
I will Bart Simpson.
For him, I
if
will.
you say that you feel sorry for another player,
I feel sorry for him.
another manager.
Don't ruin your legacy.
I feel sorry for him. Because he's been playing that position for 2 years, 3 years.
I feel sorry for him in that
I'm not
sense.
feeling sorry for anyone on that money. No.
No one else. Just him.
Right. Do you know what? Out of all of this...
and Conor Cup, no.
Even yesterday, again, I don't think he played particularly well.
Danso wasn't good yesterday.
No, but he has actually stepped in this season.
I really like Danso.
You know what it is?
That question is amazing, my kid.
Is he better next to Dragosin?
I'd be better next to
Do you know what? He actually... That is a partnership. I mean, it's, again, slim pickings. But he does actually play better against with Dragosin than he does with
I think we've got to stop the
Romero
long
and
throw as well. I think that's
But that's how basic we are. This is not to dare to do. It was saying you lot are falling into the trap. You've got Xavi Simons there and you're going, no, let's keep it tight, have some long throws. That's not the Tottenham way.
What has Xavi Simons done all season?
He done it Wednesday.
No.
So you let him go again.
Madge. What has
firstly-
Xavi... I'm asking you, bar Brentford, what have you seen from Xavi Simons in the Premier League?
No, it's all in the Cup. FA Cup, we played well against Villa.
So have you seen anything from
Villa,
Xavi
we lost
Simons
that.
in the Premier League?
Has he had any consistency in the position that he's best in?
Well, he did play for quite a while under Frank.
Not really.
No, he was starting
I
under
want
Frank.
the stats on that. I want the receipts.
yeah.
Give me the
Let's
receipts.
get the
He was putting
receipts.
him at left wing.
But the thing is, you can't tell me the answer to that. What have you seen from Xavi Simons in the Premier League?
Football is football. I've seen what you're telling me that you're going to treat Nottingham Forest with more respect than Atletico.
No, but that's not the question. That's not the question I'm asking you.
That's why you're Tuda's.
No, I would, because
Tuda
there's more of a... but there's more of a battle.
You're a Tuda fanboy.
No.
It is their midfield.
He's got a very unique name.
I'll give you their midfield. Nottingham Forest have a superb midfield, right? They do. And
I think Nottingham Forest are only in the position they're in because they've literally had 4 managers all season. Like, if they'd kept Nuno, they would have been mid-table.
Well, so far.
we also just like to
I'm
throw...
gonna do some
I'd like to
stat
throw in the fact that Pereira hadn't won in the Premier League with Nottingham Forest until yesterday.
Cool.
So Dr. Spurs, yet again at home.
Yeah.
Better manager, though, who understands what it means to be in a relegation battle. How many times has Xavi Simons started?
Abbi's looking for receipts. While she's looking for receipts, let's talk about Porro.
Putting the Porro in Porro.
P-O-O.
P-O-O.
There's just something not right with him. He doesn't look happy at all.
I've never rated him.
He started 17 times for us. Total appearances, 23. 17 starts.
Said, where's the positioning, though?
6 appearances.
Yeah, but where? Where's the positioning? Where's the play?
He started almost. I'll get back to you.
Yeah.
This episode, of course, was brought to you by ChatGPT, Google, but other search
He started
engines
the
and AI
most.
are available.
He started the most as a number 10. He's also been used on the left wing, occasionally right wing. He's officially listed. Spurs have primarily started him through the middle, where he can create chances, link play, operate behind a striker.
Won't though.
How many assists does Xavi Simons have this season in the Premier League?
Abbi Simons is really looking for the receipts now.
Yeah.
So Porro, we're just going to skip over. While she's doing that, Sar,
been really poor.
Yeah.
And I love
Which is a
Sar.
shame, because I feel like he was on the... Like, a couple of years ago, he was probably one of our best midfielders, underrated.
About 4 games.
But
You don't like him.
I don't see it. I saw it for a few games under Ange at the start when everyone was flying.
But like,
him and Basuma get a little
I don't think
partnership
we've had a
going.
great midfielder for years in that position, because it's just, I don't know what's being asked for them. We've had Bentancur in there, we've had Pellegrini in there, we've had Gallagher in there, we've had Archie Gray in there, we've had Bergvall in there, and they all offer something different, but none of it works.
Okay.
We found the assists yet.
What are we doing now?
Right.
Welcome
4
back.
assists in 17.
4 out of 17, not bad for this Spurs team.
First assist came on his debut against West Ham.
That was a corner. That was a corner.
Based on stats and usage, he averages roughly 0.25 assists per 90.
I want that in context to other people. Yeah, I need the context. Anyway, would you drop Sar for Gallagher? I know you two love Gallagher.
Sorry, who said that we love Gallagher?
Exactly.
I love Noel Gallagher, Liam Gallagher before.
Do you love Gallagher?
No. Who said this? This has been set up. I didn't want him 2 years ago.
Oh no, I actually did want him. That's the thing. I didn't
look
think
how that's worked
I
out.
didn't think that was a bad
We just offered
signing.
him 200k a week.
Honestly.
I don't make the rules. Do I think that he should be do I think Gallagher should be starting in his actual position, probs?
Yeah, but that's where Sar is.
Who do you pay
No,
him with?
I probably would take him out over Sar and give him a crack. Yeah,
100%.
if he's on 200 grand a week and he's your January
I just don't really
signing.
care. Like, who's going to fix it?
Sonny, we're so past the point. of
Yeah,
fixing
that's
it.
what I mean.
Bob the Builder.
Put Rodri in there. Like, it's not going to change
Rodri.
anything, is it?
Nothing will fit. Nothing can fix us at this point.
I would 100% have Gallagher over Sar.
Yeah, I would as well. Great.
Gray, still our best hope?
Only hope.
Only hope.
Shame he
No,
can't
no.
score goals, is it?
He'll be a good captain one day.
He definitely will. But there's still a lot to go
For
with
Sheffield
him for me.
United.
I'd tell another positive in the first half, but as with everyone, something happened in the second with him.
Yeah. I mean, I think with Tell, like I've said, I don't think we should have signed him. Sorry, I don't think we should have. But I think he works hard, and I think he tries. I just think he's got a real lack of end product and a lack of quality. But I wouldn't just like to single him out. I would do that for all of our attacking players. Obviously, not including the ones that are injured, but the ones that we have had available for 90% of the season.
Just to sum up, everyone's useless.
Well, I think you get what you pay for at the end of the day.
You know, we paid money for these players,
you
and I
get-
genuinely
you get
don't
what you
think,
pay for.
I genuinely do not think that these players are as bad as it is at the moment.
Well, go on then, Madge. Name the good ones there.
Well, as football players.
Like, who there do you back?
As football players.
Well, just, yeah.
Well,
I need the
Actually,
context.
better question. You tell me what teams in the Premier League, Tell, Richarlison,
What's their level?
Kolo Muani, Solanke.
Go for them all. Go for the whole list.
Yeah, actually do the whole list.
Yeah.
You tell me what side picks any of them up.
Is that Vicario?
Only Vanderven and Romero get into like a top 6 club, probably. at
On the
moment.
bench, they don't start.
They don't start.
They might start for Chelsea, to be fair.
Under different guidance,
that,
it'll be
I wouldn't.
under different guidance, it'll be a completely different story.
Okay.
You take them as football players. Like, if you're a football player in a rubbish situation with rubbish people around you, you're not going to look good.
Fair.
Yeah. So you take those people out. You have Van der Ven next to Van Dijk. Rolls
Sure.
Royce.
However, let me say something on this
Who said that
because
about
we've
Canary?
said when we've missed Romero and Van der Ven through injury over the last couple of seasons, we haven't had that partnership. We've had that partnership for the most part this season. We've had them two.
Yeah.
Porro is our first choice right back, and even if we've not had a doggy, we've had Spence there.
And Vicario.
So pretty much our back five are our first choice.
Yeah, but that's not been a problem. Our problem is we can't play any fluid football and can't score goals.
But we concede all the time.
Yeah, but we've noted 68% of the problem.
We signed a defensive coach and got defensively worse.
It's so bad that we're going around in circles. So I want to move on from the players because they're doing my nothing, right? as you're showing Daniel
enjoying
Planet. Let's talk about yesterday again.
Oh, great.
It gets worse.
What about no?
Right, let's talk about this whole fan, the bus thing yesterday and the
Yeah.
fans coming. Now, my good friend Gaza, big up to Ant, who I used to do the Same Old Spurs podcast with, be at the Same Old Spurs podcast crew. He wasn't having that parade. He called it the parade. Right? He was calling it a parade.
It's been called that.
He wasn't having it 1 minute. He's like, what are you doing?
Relegation parade.
You're giving the other team an absolute pump. Like this whole energy, you're raising the energy for them. Now this brings into the whole question about Spurs, the stadium, what it's like for the away team. I genuinely think there is something to be said in the whole the great stadium and coming to there, etc., and making it a big day out for everyone, not just the players, but the away fans. I think everyone at that stadium has it too good. So that's why it doesn't feel like it's our home or our fortress. You know, we've all been in the away dressing room, right? Whether it be a tour, you've been backstage at Spurs. It's nicer than people's home dressing rooms.
Yeah.
And the molten brown soap that John McGinn likes. You know, it's just lovely.
It's exactly that word. It's lovely. What a lovely place, yeah? So the away fans come there. We give them top seats, top allocation seats. Yeah. It's not like when you go to St James's Park. St James's Park. Yeah. Try and watch a game there. Like, horrific, yeah? You're in the gods. You can't be heard and you can't be seen. Yesterday, Nottingham Forest was so loud. I've got the receipts. We can't even put them in. I'll get the video, if maybe.
We've got the best acoustics.
Oh, exactly. Yeah. And I spoke to a Forest fan on...
I think that was meant to be a pro for us.
Yeah. I don't know what it is.
I spoke to a Forest fan yesterday after the game on the final word with Pards on talkSPORT every Sunday, 6:30.
Too many plugs in
Good
there.
plug.
Best in the game. It's the only thing I can do.
But he disagreed with you, didn't he? About the loveliness of it.
But the Nottingham Forest fan came on and said, wow, how great it was. And it got them up for it. And they look around and they've got the good beer. They've got the nice cups. Having a good day out. You know, it's nice for them.
I said last week to Abbi and Billy and Ricky, I'd give back the Europa League and the stadium to just go back to White Hart Lane now.
Oh, 100%.
100%.
It got us back to this level.
100%.
Because this is what I think hasn't helped the whole, like, with the fan base being like, are we a big team? Because we play in this big stadium.
Yeah.
It's like, no, you sort of have to eventually earn that. Like, there's no point just going, let's add another 20,000 seats and hope we get there eventually, which I think Levy thought was going to be the case when he designed the thing. So, to me, the parade issue was not the fans, it was the club.
Okay,
the club
elaborate.
got on the back of that. They started tweeting about it.
Did
They took the motto, which was it always?
Always together.
Always, see, I kept saying always and forever. Which
Yeah,
is good song by
always
Luther
and
Vandross.
forever.
Yeah. So that was an issue. Here's a short message from Christian Romero. 6 words. Like, that's when it got a bit...
Short message
The thing is,
from
Tottenham have become what we hate. Arsenal. Promo videos. This is what it means to us. You go and lose 3-0. It's like we're setting up our own jokes. That's the problem we have. So, you know, I big up the fans for, you know, trying to make an atmosphere, like, and trying to...
What more can we do, Sonny?
I don't know.
Do you know what?
What more is there to do?
I don't have an issue with the club getting involved and bringing this together.
It's corporate.
But I think that's the point. Obviously, where there's
Doesn't
been so...
feel organic.
Where there's
I suppose they
been
weren't
so...
selling T-shirts saying always and always together.
Well, we sell T-shirts saying Spursy.
Yeah, but I do think that, like, where there's been so much disjointment between the club and the fans and the players, we've tried to come together. Now, I have no issue with the fans doing that. I have no issue with the club trying to get behind it. I also have no issue with seeing the players share that THFC flags thing on their stories. I quite liked that it seemed like everyone was on the same hymn sheet. What I have a problem with is then when you step out onto the pitch and I look at the performance. I don't mind that. I understand it. I don't know why that would give a pump to the Forest lot, other than just being like, oh, you know, look at them, they're up for it. Let's go out there and do them. But the whole point of us getting behind our team is to give them the pump.
Yeah, no.
To be like, we're so behind you. Please play well.
But I think you're creating an occasion where people come and go, you know what, I'm going to show these.
But do you not think you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't? If we sit there and we boo the players at half-time, whatever, then we're told that we're shit fans and we don't get behind the team and they need this in a relegation run. You know, it's the same thing. Everton did it when Everton were trying to stay up. I don't think there's anything wrong with getting behind the team. We are literally told that we're bad fans for not doing that. So then we try and do it, and we try and give them the experience and the atmosphere and create an environment, and the club get on board with it, and then it just goes to pot anyway. So what are we meant to do?
We are in an absolute...
What are we meant to do?
Here's one for you. If you could take training during this international break with the players not on international duty, what would be the first thing you'd work on? Do you know what I would do? I would have a team day out, and I'd go around to stadiums. Go around to stadiums in the Championship. And here you go, guys.
Here's where you could be.
Yeah.
This is what you could win.
This is what
you currently are going.
Yeah, this is where you're going. So get used to have a look out there. Should we go have a kick around on there? Do you want to have a feel, or do you want to come back and actually work? My thing, the mentality is completely shot with these boys. And that is why, you know, obviously at this time of recording on Monday afternoon, as we know, we've checked our phones, Tuda still currently is the manager at Tottenham Hotspur. And of course, as I mentioned earlier on in the show, our condolences go to his family after the loss of his father. Very, very sad times. Sending our loves and condolences, of course. But in terms of, from the football club point of view, especially if he's going to go for a bereavement and things are happening in his personal life, he might not fancy the challenge.
Do you not think it would make sense right now for them to just mutually walk away from each other?
Respectfully, I think that would be the best thing to do. I don't know if you remember at the end of Conte's tenure, he lost a few people around him, bless him, including one of our members of staff.
Coaches, yeah.
And that really affected Antonio. I thought it did. I thought it really did affect him. He probably could have done with a little bit more support and a bit of time off, I think, personally. So, I'm going to do a Sonny here. I think for Igor Tuda, I really do genuinely wish him well and hope he has a bit of time.
Likewise.
To not be in this fire pit.
I don't think this is the environment. In all honesty, for him to stay.
No
I mean, he's just had a massive personal loss, and I don't think that being the focal central point of Tottenham Hotspur's relegation run-in and battle.
And it's easy to blame him because he's not Tottenham.
Yeah.
He's easy to blame.
And also, look at the results since he's come in.
Yeah, it's not really.
I just think
Not
at
good
this
enough.
point, I think let's just call it a day, respectfully. And
Any thoughts of who comes in?
Tim Sherwood again this morning out there twerking
I'm going
so
to cry
hard.
this episode.
And he's literally saying, I will keep them up, I will do it. I mean, again, Tim's got a lot of chat. But
Yeah.
I would rather give it to
Does Tim Sherwood know his football?
He knows a club.
Does he know his football?
He's managed us before.
Does he know his football now? I want an answer.
He was shocking at Villa.
I would say he knows more football than Igor Tudor in the Premier League.
Does he know his football? Premier League winner?
no.
Decent midfielder?
After what I saw at
Captain
Villa,
of Blackburn
no.
when they won the Premier League? I'll tell you what.
How
Do you
many
know
years
who
ago
he
was that?
starts? Xavi Simons.
Oh,
Conor
That's
Gallagher,
right.
Xavi Simons.
He starts. You've seen it.
I can't
yeah.
be bothered for this chat anymore.
You can,
It's
because there you go, Premier League winner, Tim Sherwood
know.
agrees with Majestic and the rest of the people in the comments below who have all said Xavi Simons.
But I
has to
have
start.
no issue with him doing the Xavi Simons thing.
Going
I want
back to
Xavi Simons.
Xavi.
I would love
Going
Xavi
back to
Simons to
Xavi.
be what we signed him for.
As Tim said, he goes, you put that line up there together and it says to Spurs fans, we're going to have a go today.
Fair. Go on then. Go
That's what we need to do. We are in a situation where we have to dare now.
They should never have,
have to
they should
dare.
never have appointed Igor Tudor in the first place.
We know that.
We know this. We've wasted another 5-6 games. What
We are not
a
on-
waste of energy and time. And we said it at the time. What was the point? We had 12 cup finals. We now have 7. Time is running out.
Eight?
Time is running out.
Good record by
7.
Muse. And of course, for more music, check out Virgin Radio.
Time is running out. I just...
For more Muse and other fantastic songs from the 80s, 90s and noughties.
I think we might as well just be looking for the manager in the Championship now.
Are you
I think we should.
Nah, man, you can't think like that. We're not in the bottom 3.
Yeah.
But we will
by
be.
by the next time we play, we might.
We are not in the
The
bottom
next time
3.
we play, we will be.
Yeah.
Who have West Ham got next? We've got
Wolves.
Sunderland away.
Wolves.
At home or away?
At
Home,
the London Stadium.
Oh,
We'll be in the bottom 3.
He's realising it now, look.
We'll be in the bottom 3 by the next time we kick a ball. And we've
That was
got
such a good shot on there.
honestly, I mean, like I said it when we sacked Thomas Frank. If you are going to have any hope, then it has to. Tim Sherwood, just give it to Tim Sherwood. I don't care at this point.
They won't do anything.
It would be
These players
Tim
won't get
with
up for
Ledley and
Tim.
Jermaine
They
and
won't
whatever.
get up.
I want a
Harry.
consortium.
Yeah,
Consortium of
But they
Tottenham.
won't get up for them. They won't get up
Yeah,
for
but do
them.
you know what? If you're
Mate,
going to go
listen,
down,
if-
you've got to go down. You've got to go down.
Listen,
fighting.
I'm telling you
You're
now.
not fighting, Sonny.
Sir Les is on TikTok now. Seen him on TikTok?
No, I haven't seen
Yeah,
He's on
it.
TikTok.
it's
I
good,
love
it's
him.
good, yeah.
Go check out Sir Les'
Another-
TikTok. Yeah, all the plugs. I am the plug.
Here's the plug.
No,
plugs
but
are the
he-
lecky.
He's on TikTok and he does his interviews and after the game's like, yeah, I thought we was going to get shot at the game today. We didn't. It was bad. Like, he loves the club. Get him in there.
Because, Madge, we've been saying this for weeks. Do you know what it makes
Sir
me want to
Les.
do? It makes me want to go and
Come on.
stand outside Lily White House. It makes me want to go and stand there
Shall we?
and just wait.
You
I would
can.
happily.
Shall we
And
do-
just wait.
shall we do an
Just
inside
wait
Spurs
for,
outside
Just wait
there?
for one of those idiots.
Inside Lily White House.
Just wait for one of those idiots to come out and be like, do you realise what you are doing? You don't care, Vinay, and whatever. Like, you
He'll
literally
come out
don't care.
underneath his suit, it'll be an Arsenal kit.
I literally want to.
Superman
I
like
want
that.
to sit there and be like, you don't understand what you are doing to this football club, and what you don't understand, and you
See
have
them
an
get-
opportunity
they were
to
getting
just
dogs abuse
stop.
yesterday.
Yeah, you're a fraud. Get out of my club.
Yeah.
I just,
They just look at you like you're the what. Like there was a couple of them looking at the fans. And it's like, do you like? It's obvious why they're shouting at you.
I tell you what, Daniel Levy must be laughing his head off. Right
Why?
I don't know
No,
why.
he's
'cause
not.
he-
He's share
I don't know
holdings.
why.
His
I
share
don't know
price
why
is going
he's
down.
No,
laughing.
because he's out the firing line.
But he shouldn't laugh because actually one of the key reasons we're in this mess is because of him. So I don't care who is glamorising
But
him.
right now-
we are in this mess because
Also,
of
he's
what
meant to be a
he's
Tottenham
done.
fan, so should he be laughing?
But right now, the mess that we're in,
It's getting me wound up again. I wasn't trying to do that.
you are.
Xavi Simons.
Xavi Simons. Tim Sherwood starts him top player.
No,
Top player.
not Tim.
You don't want Tim?
No,
Who do you want?
I don't. I'd keep Igor Tuda
Oh,
and just go
my
down with
God.
it. I literally don't care. Like, it's done. It's done. It's done. It's done. Like, what are we talking about?
Igor Tudor.
What? Yeah.
Sonny,
It's
I
done.
don't dispute that. I think it probably is done as
Yeah.
well. But you've got to go down with a fight.
But these players don't know how
You've
to
got to
fight.
go down
They
with a
don't know how
fight.
to
And having
fight.
Igor Tudor
That
there,
was
you are
fight-
not going
that was
down with a
apparently their
fight.
fight yesterday. That
You're
was
not
their
going
fight
down with a
yesterday,
fight.
apparently.
Just agree
Did
to
you
agree
think-
to mutually depart. Just try and
It's-
get someone
it's
that
not
is
gonna
Tottenham
happen.
back in and
It's
just
not-
try
it
for
won't
7
Let's
games.
talk about the running. We've got 7 games left. Let's predict some points. We've got
Predict points.
we've got Sunderland away at the Stadium of Late, coming off the back of a massive win.
Are we doing
against
this individually? Can we do this individually? So
Yeah, go on then.
you say you. Go on, you first then, Madge.
I can only see a point if we're lucky.
Point for you?
Point if we're lucky.
Go on.
If we're lucky.
No.
So you're going. So one will go 1-1-0.
Yeah.
So you total your points up. You total yours, and I total mine.
yeah.
Brighton at home. I'm going to go for the win on that one. I'm going to have that's us for 4.
They're quite good at the moment, aren't they? I'm going to go with 1.
We're going to go for a
Maybe
draw on that
draw
one.
that.
1.
So I'm on 4. You're 2. And you're
Where
1.
those ones are coming
Yeah.
from as well. But yeah,
Wolves away at Molyneux.
No,
Loss.
not beating 6.
not beating Wolves.
So no.
So 0 for you.
Yeah,
0.
0. Well, one point, but 0 then.
I'm going to say draw 1. So 5. Villa away
0.
No, we lose that.
0.
Yeah.
So what are you on? I'm on.
2.
I'm on 5.
I'm on 1.
2.
So I'm going to say we win at Villa.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
what?
Okay. All right.
We won there before.
Yeah, like
We've won
14
them
years
before.
ago, probably. Like,
Look at that.
No, we won them last season.
Look when Villa is, yeah? And this is about 6,
yeah,
7...
we go for top 4 then.
Yeah, but we're going to have back Kudos.
Oh, yeah. He'll hit the ground
And-
running.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't you?
I was with a West Ham fan this morning. They said, "God, if you're banking on that, they say you
Yeah.
don't realise what
Let's hope
relegation
we've
Kudus
got
is like."
Kudus back, Son back, Prime Kane, Dele
All of
Alli, Ericsson,
All of them.
Gary Mabbott. Like, who?
Gary Mabbott, get
Anyone.
Gary back. Anyway,
I'll tell you where you wouldn't get relegated with was the late, great Dave Mackay.
no, we would not.
That would
that's
not
for
have happened with
That's a
Dave.
proper captain.
Then Leeds at home. You're going to get for the win at Leeds at home?
Nope.
Draw.
Draw.
Wow. Chelsea away, lose.
Lose.
And then Everton at home.
Win.
Lose.
Win last game of the season. What, to stay up? That's how we stay up.
So how many
West Ham
points?
Leeds.
How many-
Now, I'll tell you what's going to happen. West Ham Leeds only need a draw to send us down. 0-0. We're in all over it. We win 6-0, still go down.
Quite
how many-
possibly.
And how many? So what was the total points there?
I had.
Let me go through one
1,
again.
2,
I had 2.
5. 5
I had
points.
about 8, I think.
I had 5.
8. Dude, that don't even keep us up, does it? 8?
No.
Do you reckon?
No.
38
Depends
points?
what happens around.
Pretty much. The only way that we're going to stay up is if West Ham or Leeds
Yeah,
or
I think
Forest.
I think Forest.
I think Leeds will get sucked into this. But
Yeah.
I think West Ham beat Wolves. I think.
Who's Forest next game against
Don't
when they
actually
come
know.
back?
I don't know that.
Have a look at that on your receipts for that one, because I think this is what's so important.
I think if we stay up, it's because there's been someone worse than us. But I can't imagine who could be worse than us. West Ham aren't worse than us. They're not.
Forest have got Villa at home
Oh,
for their first game.
come on, Kev. Do something for us, please.
So I can see a Villa win there.
Yeah, but we actually have to pick up points ourselves.
Yeah, I know, but what I'm saying is if for some freak reason we're able to go and, beat Sunderland away and they lose, and Forest are back in that mixer, and West Ham somehow lose to Wolves at home. Oh, it's just so bad,
I
isn't
think
it?
I think we need.
So you're-
I think we need 2 wins, and I think maybe 1 or 2 draws to stay up. I can't.
So,
I can't
so you're
see us
looking
getting
at the next time we play, we'll be in the bottom 3.
Yeah.
Because West Ham beat Wolves,
Yep.
and Nottingham Forest doesn't matter because we're below them anyway, and we lose
Yeah.
to Sunderland.
And who Leeds got?
Who Leeds got? It's a good question.
Although they've got FA Cup. That's the only thing as well. We haven't mentioned that. West Ham's still in the FA Cup,
Yeah.
playing Leeds.
Forest have got.
Forest still in the Europa League.
Yeah.
We've only got only this to focus on. But, like, does that help? Extra games?
Starting to pick my nails. I'm getting worried, man.
Yeah, you're getting nervous.
But-
I think he's settling in for it. A couple of weeks ago, he was like,
He was like, "We'll be
All we
fine."
need is a." I played the voice note before I was texting the group chat yesterday. It was Madge sent a voice
All we
note
need
being
is
like,
2 wins.
"Yeah, we'll get out of this.
We will.
Will we? I did explore them.
However,
We will.
I don't.
I still think we'll stay up.
I'm hopeful, but I can't see it.
I'm manifesting that we do.
These episodes now are just two of us agreeing and against the other, and then you two against me, and then me and you.
And Team Sonny.
I think I want to believe that we will stay up, but I don't know how we're going to stay up. That's where I'm at.
You know the momentum that West Ham got? Who was it via?
Us.
No.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah,
Yes.
I know the game.
Yeah.
But who sparked into life for West Ham in recent times?
Somerville.
Little crazy Dutchman. Little Dutchman. Maybe not too
I
great for the
hope you're
Premier
right.
League.
I hope you're right.
You're too positive,
I
Madge.
hope you're right.
I'm telling you.
I used to be
I
like
would just say on that eighth month, of seeing Xavi Simons, I'm yet to be inspired.
Watch
I didn't even realise you meant Xavi Simons. I thought you meant Mickey Vanderven. That sums it up.
Yeah.
the little Dutchman. I'm
little
telling you
Dutchman.
now.
Oh, what, behind girls coming back, didn't you?
Yeah, I would love that little Dutchman back.
I'd rather him back than like.
I said
if I had to
wanted
pick someone,
I
I'd
want
take
a
him.
consortium of Spurs. I want them all there. Defoe, Ledley King.
I said Defoe
Martin
months
Yole for the
ago.
PR.
I said Defoe months ago.
Yeah.
I said
We've always said
Defoe
Defoe would be
months
there,
ago.
but Defoe's not going to take the job as just on his own, but as in a consortium,
No,
like we
no,
said,
yeah.
of a Redknapp,
So,
of a Tim
right, so we
Sherwood,
go,
of a
right.
Ledley,
Yeah, that's
of
too
a
much for them to
Defoe.
pay out for people. They won't do
Let's
that.
go quick.
Pay whatever.
Yeah.
Quickly before we
Premier
wrap.
League status.
Before we wrap,
Depends.
Martin does all the press stuff, so we have him all the press. It's good to be back. Yeah. We have Jermaine doing the striker stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have
Which they didn't want him to.
Right.
Yeah.
Tim Sherwood in the dressing room
Oh,
Yeah.
in the midfield.
and the midfield.
Yeah.
And Ledley.
Alan Nielsen, throw him in there.
Yeah.
Right, that's all we've got time for on Inside Spurs. Don't forget the show is sponsored by BetsMGM. Download the app or visit betsmgm.co.uk, 18+, gamblerware.org. Please gamble responsibly. Thank you to Abbi and Sonny, and of course we do extend our well wishes to Igor Tuda and his family at this very difficult time. But following from that, of course, up the Spurs.